And what do you know, I don't get time to do what I want to do. So, welcome back, I guess. It's going to be time for match number 2 of tonight's Highlander Scrims. We're going to be switching around the players here, switching around the everything, and muting the in-game stuff so you don't have to listen to that. Blah-da-da-da-da. Looks like right now we're going to be on Payload Upward. So let's see how this is going to go. La-la-la-la. Sorry, I'm getting a bit silly because it's nighttime and I'm getting tired, blah, blah, blah. The usual kind of stuff. It's time for the fun to begin. And of course, as usual, I'm going to be providing live commentary to the spectators. I'm going to be getting that ready in 3, 2, 1. So obviously, welcome to, it looks like we're going to be on a Payload Upward because we're doing 2 commentary, technically 1 recording and 1 actual in-game commentary. So this is so confusing. Over on red right now, we have, it looks like we're going to have Christmas Chronic as their medic once again. He's going to be filling in that role. He loves Christmas Chronicking so much. On the blue team medic right now, we're going to be using Quality as their medic once again, it looks like. Over on red team, we have Mr. Christmas Muffin as their heavy. And on the opposite side of things, Soul Rebel for blue team. Looks like it's time for the games to begin. Both teams are ready. Red team, of course, using that Kritzkrieg. I'm guessing blue team would be using the Uber here. And if they aren't using the Uber, well, they're just strange. So blue team really rolling out here. They are getting out there quickly. Oh, important pick there by attrition. Christmas Chronic going down almost immediately. That was very, very fast. Bad way to die there. Uber coming out for blue team. Sorable coming out the door very quickly. He finds that sentry, and that sentry's not going to last long. That's the answer. Sentry goes down almost immediately as the engineer's unable to get to it, and Christmas Collectioneer Keith gets taken out, actually. Now, Mr. Christmas Muffin is down as well, so this is just free reign for red, blue at the moment. Look at this. There's only 2 players up for red. That was bad, as their entire team just essentially wiped instantaneously, and now blue is rolling all ahead full. Frogwhite is the only player to die for blue at the moment. Actually, now Quality is as Christmas Turnip says. Oh god, that was embarrassing. So now blue team continuing their reign of death right here as they continue rolling forward. Why would you put a mini sentry on the train tracks? That's just sacrilege right there. That's just sacrificing your poor little mini sentry. So it looks like they're going to be continuing on forward here. Proton and Catafun already down for red. Only Mighty Morphin really in the red even for blue. And they're continuing to roll the cart through that tunnel. Maybe that mini sentry won't get run over. Indeed, it will not. And they get off the cart at least temporarily. So nice rocket spam going down that tunnel, brought to you by Christmas Cow. Going back to first pretty soon. We're going to be watching Christmas Chronic for a little while here. He's just gotten that Kritzkrieg ready. And it looks like they're going to be popping on that Demo Man. Are they going to be going immediately? No, it looks like they're going to be biding their time, actually. Oh, the heavy Casino, he pops the crits, but he loses the Demo. The Demo goes flying off the cliff, and now he's caught in a bad position, and Chronic goes down. It's close. Yes, he goes down once again, unfortunately. That was disappointing. Chronic just dying over and over again. Apparently, they need better medical security around here. We're going to be hopping, not really hopping, because apparently my CFG broke in the meantime. Woohoo for CFGs! Back down on the cart. Blue team is on it using that scoot. That is going to be Grizztile on the cart. In the meantime, blue team trying to get in that upper area. Pyro just trying to do some nice reflect here, and Demo just spamming as much as he can. That level 3 sentry is up, and the clock is continuing to tick down here. On the cart is a bunch of red team players. They have reinforced it. 53 seconds was set on the stopwatch. First point there, which is not a bad time whatsoever. Quality still rebuilding that Uber. He's at 45%. Christmas Chronic is using that crit. He's not connected to anyone. He's only at 30% now, but he will build faster, unfortunately. So he may actually catch up in that amount of time as Quality is still building here. Actually, Christmas Chronic gets taken out. Oh, Chronic just unable to stay alive. He goes down again, and all 3 players right now have, well, 3 of them really, have 17-second respawns. That's just brutal, especially on defense here. As blue team's really exploiting this. Red team is down 4 players at the moment. They were down 5. Now they're down 6, actually 5 once again as 1 player just respawned, blah, blah, blah. And they're trying to get out the door here, but most of their important players are actually, well, some of them, as Christmas Cow and Mr. Christmas Muffin are still up. So yeah, I don't know. I think Chronic might actually be high die. I think you might actually be right. And for those who don't know, Flex is die, just under a different name. On the cart once again is going to be Grizztile trying to push it forward here. Blue really just forcing the verdict here. That is the capture, unfortunately, and this is not looking good for red, as that's a stopwatch time of 3 minutes on that second point, which, while it necessarily isn't great, it's not bad in any way whatsoever, and in fact, it's pretty good for Payload Upward. So we're going to see blue team continuing to roll on forward here. Red team now trying to desperately defend their 3rd point. I think the word desperate actually applies to this situation now, as every defense they've done has just fallen apart over and over. Catafun is down, and Christmas T is down, whose name I can't tell because it goes off the screen. The Christmas Turnip, that's who that is. Red team going to be trying to force their way back in here. Kritzkrieg does go down. That is Christmas Cow and his medic Christmas Chronic. It's Xmas Team Red right now, if you didn't realize. Oh dear. And red team just trying to force their way in there. Unfortunately, even that push failed. The fact they just tried to push him with a Kritzkrieg, that failed. That says something, that they failed to push into one of their points. That says something. They managed to fail to push into one of their points. Perhaps it was strategically sound, but Brotano did go down for red here. Quality is at 60%, but Christmas, of course, or Chronic more correctly, using that crit screen, he's going to build much faster. So we're going to see that crits come out. And to be honest, if he can catch that Uber off guard, we might see a turnaround here if they can just catch that Uber off guard. Which, unfortunately, he's actually disconnecting a bit too much, so they might not be able to catch this in time. And it's going to have to be a really fast push here, as that Uber is only 15% from ready. The crit screen is ready, though. Are they going to push? They only have 5%. Nope, they are not. That Uber is going to be ready by the time the crits goes down, so we're probably going to see a counter crits, which, as we know, Uber V. Oh, but unfortunately, Quality takes a crit rocket to the face, and he does get taken out, so GG with that Uber there, as that's not going to happen anytime soon. Now the cart is rolling backwards once, well, not once again, for the first time this round, more correctly. Red team to actually get out there and push out. And of course, that was a really fast respawn, actually. He's almost in the red, actually. Yeah, Quality was just in the red. Thank God for innate medical regen. Now he's getting back out there. Of course, Christmas Chronic at 40% right now. Quality only at 30, at 10% Uber advantage. But that's going to grow because it's a Kritzkrieg. We all love Kritzkrieg. Who doesn't love Kritzkrieg? Well, maybe some players, but we're not going to talk about them because they're heretics. So blue team still continuing to push out here, and I can't cycle through players because my goddamn CFG broke. Anyway. Wrangled Mini Sentry. Yay, Wrangled Mini Sentry. Just trying to take out that sniper. Spies going up there. GG, Sassafras. He does take a knife in the back from Frogwade. Frogwade, of course, is a very good spy. I guess blue team's just OP right now. So they have reached that first hill of the 3-hill segment, and red defense so far is going pretty good. Sassafras still respawning. Quality at 90%. Christmas Chronic at 100%, but they're still not popping that crits. They needed to pop that earlier. They needed to take out that Uber, but unfortunately now the Uber is ready. So we're going to see that Uber coming out probably sometime in the near future, actually. He's on that heavy, and he's just waiting. They're waiting for it. There we go. There's that Uber. They're going to push forward right into that sentry, and he disconnects with the heavy. That was a very silly mistake there by Quality. That heavy does stay out, though, but he's dangerously low on health, and he's actually backed up quite well now. Engineer is down. The dispenser goes down as well, and now red team is on the back foot here as they're down 5 players, actually, and blue's just rolling all ahead full. They've gotten up that first hill. They're looking to get up the second. Crits does come down for red team, but will it be enough? The sniper's going after the heavy. Sniper gets taken out, but Frogwade's on the medic. Medic goes down, and now Christmas Chronic, and now all of the frontal players are down. We might as well call that a full team wipe now, as no red team players are actually near the front. Scoot just barely getting up there in time, and that cart has reached the top of the second hill, and now we're going up to the 3rd point. So let's see how this is. I mean, this is just disappointing now as red. They had a great chance for defense there, and they just kind of failed it, either by mistake or by, well, stupidity in this case. So that is the capture of the 3rd point. We are now on to the 4th and final point. Let's see how this is going to go for red team, as so far it's been pretty disappointing on their part. Apparently there's actually a bet among the spectators, but we'll see how that goes. Grenades are flying through that doorway, and red team trying to force their way out, and they're forced back into their door before they even get out the doorway. The car continuing to roll forward here. Hoovy leading the charge. Catafon does go down, apparently taken out by JMB. Quality's Uber is ready. Chronic's Crits is not ready, unfortunately. So another Uber coming on in here. That's exactly what red didn't want to see. Frogwade dangerously low on health, but he's perfectly okay. Mighty Morphin just respawning. Sentry does go down. And apparently we're continuing to go on as that cart is still rolling forward. That heavy is on it. Engineer is on it. Red heavy's up in the window, though. Very nicely done there by Mr. Christmas Muffin. And yeah, the server could crash. That's totally going to happen sometime soon. Contact Maiko. Tell him to shut down the server for 5 minutes. Yeah, red team pushing out the door. Finally getting them away from that cart. Crits leading the charge, really. That is Catafunge getting out there and saying, no, get off the final point. Enough of this shit. And so that's what they're going to do, and apparently a person is catcalling, or more correctly, your cat is calling. So blue team trying to force the issue once again. They're getting out there. Mighty Morphin Flower Rangers is getting out there first and foremost. Him and his yellow unusual hat. Very odd combination of color and symbol. So anyway, blue team looking to still continue pushing out here. Red doing a great job, though. They're maintaining this choke point, at least thus far. Of course, the stopwatch was set at 6 minutes and 44 seconds, but the timer in the meantime is at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. JMB does go down for red, but for a Voiler does go down for blue. Mighty Morphin just getting taken out for blue here. Christmas Chronic up in that upper corridor, just looking to maintain that upper hallway. Unfortunately, Mr. Christmas Muffin going to get forced out of there. He's going to get forced back. Christmas Cat just kind of forcing his head around the name. Oh, God, so much Christmas name. It's confusing me. So blue team was on the cart there for just a moment. The cart has stalled just at the front of that choke point. Red team going to try and force the issue once again, get out that door, but they're actually going to fall back and stay inside that archway. Maybe not a good idea, actually. Brotano getting headshot by JMB, and once again, I need to work on camera movements. Blue team trying to force their issue once again, get forward. Sniper leading, well, yeah, the sniper's not really leading the charge. The sniper's just out there. In the meantime, red team is on the cart, and they're looking to push forward. They're trying to get outside that arch, but they're not really applying any players to it. Brotano and 4 of Euler going down. Sassafras takes a bolt in the brain, and something crazy just happened there. Flightless Lobster got headshot, and then Sassafras himself got headshot. So confusing. Blue team is on it once again, though. Scoot leading the charge. That is, of course, Grizztile. Nice job taking out 4 of Euler along for that mini sentry. Red team, in the meantime, is using that lovely level 3 sentry. Is up in its usual place. Of course, that can get taken down by any number of things, including soldiers, demos, uber soldiers, uber demos, uber heavies, uber anything, basically. Uber anything, basically. Unless you did an uber medic. Maybe that couldn't take it out. Or, I guess, an uber sniper. Mini sentry for blue team getting pushed forward. It's now in that forward archway, and the cart's actually rolling backwards in the meantime. Timer has just hit the 6-minute and 45-second mark. And just going to stop spectate chat for a moment. I apologize for no first person in this match. My CFG fucked up between the last map and this one, and I am unable actually to scroll between players right now. And I really don't want to fix it live on this recording, so I apologize for that. And this is probably the last match of the night anyway, and we'll resume that next time we do scrims. Once again, I apologize. These will be uploaded by tomorrow, December the 15th, I believe. Back to live commentary, though. Sorry for that break. I was explaining things to the actual recording because you guys aren't important, apparently. Red team is still trying to push forward here and get out of that archway. There's mostly just actually ignoring it. That level 3 is still up. They're just relying on the level 3, really. Blue team is trying to push in here. That demo, if that demo soldier, anyone really gets in there, that sentry going to go down almost ridiculously instantaneously. Blue team is on the cart, though. Leading the charge is Mighty Morphin. He gets taken out, though. Blue team is still on Grizztile, not giving up. He's trying to stay on. He will get taken out by Brotano. Sassafras getting taken out by JMB. Blue team looking to push on in here. Looks like the engineer did get taken out on the sentry, so that will be GG sentry. The level 3 sentry does go down. Blue going to look to exploit this most likely. Red is down 3 players. Frogwave, the only player down for Blue at the moment. It would be strange, actually, if Blue didn't take advantage of this, but Red, no, it looks like Blue's not going to push the advantage here. Red's actually scared them off, I guess, quite literally. JMB is down, Mighty Morphin down as well. Crispus Chronic at 75%, Quality at 70%, and this is just crazy at the moment. The cart is still rolling backwards. Red doing a great job, according to Die. They've worked off that pressure, and they're actually working like a team now. They are talking. They are killing. They are a lean, mean killing machine, I guess, because they are actually defending this final point. Of course, this is the final point. Go figure. It is, you know, the final point. It's literally an engineer fortress if you play it right. Of course, they can only use one engineer, but whatever. So blue team having to pop his head in there. That is so He's going to pop back out almost immediately. Yep, for all those who are actually watching this on the recording, which will be tomorrow, not you guys in live, there is the Pexer drinking game. Oh boy. So blue team Uber is popped, but the medic has no one to Uber, unfortunately. He's stuck Ubering a spy, not really what you'd want to be Ubering, and the spy's like, what? I'm disguised. I can't push cart. Blue team trying to get out there once again. The sentry, is it still trying to get up? No, it's not actually. That sentry is still down. Red trying to get out there. Grizz is on. He gets, he jumps onto it. Very nicely done there by Grizz, and he's still on it. That is actually going to be GG there. Grizztile barely staying on it, and that will indeed be the capture. Very nicely done there. So now we have another minute, and it looks like the bet is off as Die has lost it, unfortunately. Die has lost it, unfortunately. Or wait, was Die on the... Wait, were you on the other side of the bet? Okay, Die was on the other side of the bet. These bets are confusing. So obviously 50 seconds remaining in the setup. I'm going to stop talking for just a moment so I can redo my CFG. That counts for you guys. I'm going to move you guys over onto the overlay screen so I can fix this without you guys seeing things. Thank you. Oh, beautiful CFG. How I missed my CFG. Now I can scroll through players. Look at that beautiful scrolling. Oh, it's confusing. There we go. And the spectators are busy talking about how I need to gamble more, apparently. Strange people. I don't really gamble. Maybe I'll gamble in the actual stream now. Force them to watch that and see what I gamble on. That'd be a good idea. I don't know why I'm watching JMB. I guess because I want to. So let's see if we can find someone. There we go, Quality. That's someone to watch. It's going to be Christmas Cronk facing off against Quality. Quality's actually using a regular Uber, which is a bit unusual. I'd be expecting him to use a crits. Oh, the stick easy is dangerously low. With the scout going after him. There's that sandwich of life. Oh god, I forgot to turn off Steam messages. I'm so sorry you've been having to watch people joining Killing Floor and TF2 and other various random things all night long. I'm so sorry. And I forgot to talk to you spectators for the last 5 minutes. Oh god, I'm sorry for that too. Uber goes down for red team. Crown Uber goes down for blue team. And it looks like there's good confrontation here as it is Uber Soul Rebel facing off against that juggled, or yeah, whatever. That juggled Uber is the word I'm looking for. Of Mr. Christmas Muffin and Broton, who did get taken out. Blue team is on the cart, though, and they're looking to push forward here. Of course, they have 11 minutes and 40 seconds to capture 4 points. It's very easily in their grasp, so let's see how this is going to go, as actually there's 4 minutes remaining on the actual timer itself. Blue team continuing to push forward here. That Scoot just getting into that heavy space. Mini Sentry going up. Demo's leading the charge here. Soldiers getting over the hill here. And it looks like Blue team going to successfully apply enough aggression to get Red team back onto the point itself. So Red team now in a defensive position, or more correctly a bad position. They're going to be popping their head around the corner trying to get Blue team off the cart. 4 of Euler does get taken out. In the meantime, Sasaras gets taken out as well. But Red team has attrition down and Petrol, which is pretty much the DPS of their team right there. Blue team continuing to roll forward here. There is the capture. 7 minutes on the clock now and 11 minutes on the stopwatch. 3 points remaining for that stopwatch. Uber is going down. He barely manages to reconnect with that heavy. Actually boom with the little old heavy one day. And unfortunately, Quality is not far behind and dying. Blue team back on the cart once again. They're rolling all ahead full here. Red team just desperately trying to defend that upper hill, which is actually, I consider the upper hill to always be the key to victory on this run. If you can hold this upper hill, you pretty much win. Unless you're stupid enough to actually let them push the cart all the way through and onto the point, which is ridiculous. Well, that's a bit ridiculous there, since I'm not even sweating and I'm doing the commentary. That's silly. Why are you so nervous? Stop being so nervous. So Blue team is on the cart anyway. That is Mr. Christmas Muffin and the Christmas Turnip pushing on ahead here. Mr. Christmas Muffin still on. He's going to be forced off because of in the red, which of course when I say in the red for heavy, I mean over 125 HP. Apparently attrition is the Grinch now. The Grinch who stole Christmas from red team, or for blue team now actually. I kind of like that. Red team should have been the Grinches and blue team should have been Christmas. Lol lol lol. Them jokes. Them puns, I guess. So Blue team's still on the cart, and my camera movements are ridiculously erratic. I apologize. We're going to watch Quality, actually. He's at 75% here. He's rolling back, and he's at 85% here. They have managed to capture that point. Blue team just rolling on ahead forward in a wave, really. Oh, Quality does have Uber, so we're going to see that Uber coming out shortly. Christmas Chronic does not. He's only at 50%, actually. Oh, Quality gets knocked away from Solarable. But unfortunately, or not unfortunately, he will reconnect, actually, so Blue team need it forced off very nicely. M2 put out fire. Apparently, Grizztile declaring that he needs the mouse too some more. Or more quickly, the member of his team needs to. Red team falling back even further, actually, as Blue team is on the cart. Red team going to follow all the... Well, actually, no, they're being pretty offensive here. Scout and Spy staying forward. But the rest of their team have fallen back to that third point. Nice headshot by JMB, taking out Mr. Christmas Muffin. Of course, that is a heavy. It's kind of hard to miss his head. It's kind of hard to miss his head. Now, there's an odd find. Finding a Winter Crate, a Mango Supply Crate, and a Brass Beast all at the same time. Them drops. Over on the side, though, that is an Uber from Blue team. That is the Christmas Cow being supported by his medic. Of course, that medic is going to be, someone's name, Chronic, that's whose name I'm looking for. Why can't I find people's names these days? So Chronic is actually very in the red. He's at 25%. Oh, he's even further in the red, actually. 16 health. 16 health. You don't get much lower than that. There we go. Back to 100, though, thanks to Sandwich. 8 minutes remaining on the clock and on the stopwatch, actually. So this is going to be down to the wire, actually, depending on who captures what and what captures what. But so far, this is looking pretty good for... This is looking pretty good for Blue team. It's actually looking pretty good for Red team as well. Red team has done some pretty good job defending. Blue team has done a good job pushing, though. So it could go either way as far as I'm concerned. We've just hit the 8-minute mark on the stopwatch, and in 15 seconds we'll hit the 8-minute on the timer. Nice backstab there by Frogwhite, taking out Christmas Chronic and Sassafras. Nicely done. And in the meantime, Quality does have that Uber, so he's just waiting to pop it. But Blue team pushing all the way forward here. Red team down 3 players at the moment. If Chronic goes down, that will be a big hit to his team, unfortunately. He is still up. Is he? He's at 100 HP. Red team going to hop on it. Are they going to Uber? That heavy is down. Scoot is still on it, though. They do indeed Uber. Will they go after the cart? Yeah, yes, they will. I don't know what to say about that, as I have no real opinion about Chronic. Frogboy getting called out as you really shouldn't just stand on the cart when no one else is there. It's pretty obvious you're a spy when the cart's not moving, but you're standing on it. So blue team has pushed all ahead full once again. Red team did lose 3 players. Of course, Quality is still alive. He's been forced to fall back. He's actually disconnected from everyone. He's way in the red. It looks like he picked up some health or a sandwich. Not sure which one. Back to first person. Sassy Frost about to go down. There we go. He does get taken on. Forward Oiler just pushing the cart. Flightless Lobster just respawning. M2 put out fire. Running down. We're going to do a nice flanking job here using the force of nature. Looks like he's going to be going after that teleporter. Or no, maybe he's not. He's not going after the teleporter. He's just going after players, actually. Sniper trying to snipe him. He does manage to take out the teleporter, which did get sapped. Going back forward here, Mr. Christmas Muffin in that upper window, looking to drop down. And well, that looks like that sentry did just get taken out very nicely by Christmas Cow. So now red team is at a big disadvantage here. Blue team hopping out. The cart is moving forward. Once again, cart is literally right there. Mini sentry going up. Mr. Christmas Muffin will be forced back. Christmas Turnip just going down. Catafun trying to get to the front here. Mighty Morphin Flower Rangers taking out Christmas Chronic. Very nice play there. But on the cart, that's a bunch of players, and no one's stopping it. It will be Christmas Cow, Catafun, Sesamus, and 4 of Oiler with the victory there. And it will be blue team coming out on top of that timer. So very nicely done there. GG.
Wait, Team Christmas. You guys want to do one more map, or is it way too?
Looks like that will be GG, so I'm going to mute them for a moment. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be moving on to the next map, most likely, or not. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure out soon enough. So I'm unfortunately going to have to say this, but DSGHL, or the Ducksoup Gaming League Highlander League signups have closed, and we're going to be doing the draft on the 18th of December. I look forward to doing commentary for that. I look forward to having you guys listening. Thank you all for watching once again. I will see you either on the next map, the next match, or whatever happens. GG, good night. Or not good night, but goodbye for now.